to find the area of a figure given the vertices. Here's example 1. The points are given to you down the left-hand side. So I'll increase my marker here to make dots. So find -7, -2, which is there. And then find -7, -8. So we have -7 and then -8 is right there. You're going to be connecting these up in the order at which they're written on the left. So my first 2 points, connect those up. Then go to the third one, which is 6, -8. 6, -8 would be here, and connect that up. And then 6, 7. 6 and then up 7 would be right here. And it's difficult for me to write straight on this. And then I wrote this last one again, even though it's the first one, that means to go back to it. So if I don't write it again, that means you just go back to the first one. So we go there. Now what you have to do is find the area of this figure. To do that, you want to chop it up into figures that you know the formula for the area of. So if I go from here over and separate that out, I end up with a triangle and a box. Now for the length here on that blue line, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 boxes. So that is 13 by, and then it goes down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's a 13 by 6 box, which means it's going to equal 78 for its area. 78 units squared. Now for the triangle, we already know it goes across 13, now it goes up, and you have to count. You have to start with that one, so it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. It's a 13 by 9, which would be 117. However, you have to divide it by what, since it's a triangle? By what? In the formula for a triangle is base times height, and you divide by what? Each time. In this item down here, we didn't have to divide by anything because it's a whole box. But if you have a triangle is really half of a box. So what would I divide by? 2, yeah. So divide that 13 times 9 by 2. So you have 117. I believe 13 times 9 is 117. Might as well check. Yeah. 113 times 9. There we go. No, 13 times 9. That's better. Yeah, it's 117. And divide 117 by 2 and come up with 58.5. So we found the area for this one and this one. What do I have to do with those to find the area of the whole figure? Add them together. So you have 58.5 plus 78. Your final answer should be 136.5. Here's number 2. Make my marker a little bigger. There we go. So we have 0, 3. So you're going left or right 0 and then up 3. Now you have -6, 0. So we have to connect up those points. Now you have 0, -3. Connect that up. And then 6, 0. Connect those. And then 0, 3. You're going back to the beginning. Now on this one, it could be a parallelogram in there, but you could break it up as well by doing the following. If you go like this, you have 4 different figures in there. They're all what? Triangles. We have 4 different triangles, and they're all the same. So if I find just one triangle in there, the reason I know they're all the same is because you're up 3 and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 on each one. They're 3 by 6s. So on this triangle, 3 times 6 divided by 2 is 18 over 2, which is 9. So that's a 9, this is a 9, this is a 9, and this is a 9. So what's the area of the whole figure? 36, yes. First point is going to be 0, 6, so we'll go, should be right there. And then -4, -1. We have to connect these up. Then -4, -6 would be here. Connect those. 4, -6 would be here. And then 4, -1 is here. And we go back to the beginning. Now we can cut this right there and go through and add up what we have. This is going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, so that's a 5 by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So that one is 40. And then on this one up here we can cut it in half, and we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4 on either side, so they're both the same. So we're going to have 4 times something divided by 2 for this one. And the height is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So 28 divided by 2 is 14 for that one, as well as 14 for this one. If you add up 14, 14 to get 28, and then 40 to get 68, you have the right answer. Alright, let's see here. That one's off. 68. Let's see. Where's that final answer at? Nope. Deerfield was the only one. Anybody have any questions about why they missed that? Did you figure out what you did wrong? Here's a common mistake. This app has been updated. I don't know where anything is at right now. I think this is it. Yep, that's a pointer. Common mistakes are like when you go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You know that's 5, but when you think that if you put a dot there, you can't count it again. You do have to count this one again to go to the right. Alright, -6, 2 is going to be here, and -6, -4 is going to be here. So match those up. And then over 9 down 4 is here. Draw that. Over 9 up 6 is here. Draw that. Over 3 up 2. That's there. And then we're going back to the beginning. Now we can mark this off like this and go back and count. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 going up, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 going this way. Another way to do it is to look at the number that you ended on. That's a -6 and a 9. Just treat the -6 as positive and add 6 and 9. That'll give you 15. When you multiply those together, you should have 90. On the triangle, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 times something divided by 2, that something is 1, 2, 3, 4. So 24 divided by 2 is going to be 12. 90 plus 12 is going to be 102 units squared. Here's the figure for those points, and now you have to go through and figure out how you're going to section it off. I'm going to do it by doing this and this. So that gives me 2 boxes clear there. And then if I draw a line here, I have a triangle and then another box. So add these up. I'm going to have to lower this marker a little bit or I can't fit all this in here. 1, 2, 3, 4. So that one is 4 by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So that's a 24. And then on this one, look, we're at a -3, and then we go to 7. That would be a distance of 10. And then a clear height there of 4, so that's going to be a 40. Here is a 3 by 4, so that's going to be a 12. And then for this triangle, 1, 2, 3, 4 by 3. 4 by 3 divided by 2 is 6. So add all these up. 24 and 40 is 64. Plus 70, or plus 12 is 76. And then plus 6 would be 82. Here's the figure you should have from plotting those points. Several ways you can mark this one off. I'm going to do it this way, like this, and I'll go right down through the center. And if you check to see if the triangles are all the same, then you only have one to do. We have 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. So they're all, looks to me like they're all 3 by 3s. So 3 by 3 divided by 2 is going to be 4.5. And that's going to take care of this one, this one, this one, and this one. We have 4 of them. And then for the boxes, 1, 2, 3, and now we're at -4, and it goes over to 4, so that should be an 8. 8 by 3. And that'll be a 24. The one above it is also 3 by 8, so that's a 24. So we have to add up 24 and 24 to get 48. So save that 48. And we have 4 4.5s. That's 18. And when you add all these together, you should come out with a 66. On the homework assignment, you have 5 problems, and you'll need a sheet of graph paper for each one.